we have observed with keen interest and concern the governance style of President Bola Tinubu administration, and I have arrived at the conclusion that it is becoming evidently clear that a particular part of the country, the southwest region, where Mr. President comes from, is being overfavored with federal appointments and attention by the federal government of Nigeria. The fact is glaring, as seen where President Tinubu has lopsided appointment in favor of his Yoruba Kinsmen to man strategic economic institutions such as the military, police, Federal Inland Revenue, Nigerian Customs Service, Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigeria Immigration Service, among other important federal parastatals. In view of this unfortunate development, CAGRAT has come to the sad conclusion that President Tinubu's government has imbibed and institutionalized the unhealthy spirit of the ethnic agenda to rear its head at this early stage of his administration. This to us is unacceptable, perilous, and an unnecessary diversion from our much desired template of national cohesion and unity. We categorically and unequivocally condemn this approach in its totality. For the avoidance of doubt, this is the hallmark of justice and fair play that will place the country on the pedestal of socio-political and economic development in an already highly ethnically dichotomized and highly politically traumatized nation like Nigeria in order to sustain national cohesion. We are surprised, even shocked, that the President Bola Tinubu did not deem it fit to give either service chiefs or principal officers designated in the National Assembly to the North Central region and Niger State, in particular, which gave him and the All Progressive Congress APC the highest number of votes across the board. Note that even the APC party chairmanship position we were holding before his coming to power have been taken away from us, thus underlying the bitter fact that the APC as a party does not have a reward system. This development have taken the people of Kinupe, who are the largest ethnic group in the North Central, by surprise. Our yearnings and expectations that guided our massive support for APC and Mr. President is for a just reward system through the provision of equal opportunities and growth possibility for all the citizens, regardless of ethnicity and religion. We in Kinupe, from states of Niger, Kwara, Kogi, Kaduna, Federal Capital, were guided by our moral sense in supporting of Mr. President, which dictated that he share with us an abiding respect for human rights and justice for all the people of Nigeria. We believe he offered himself to combat our underdevelopment and security challenges caused by ethno-religious politics, injustice, and corruption, which have made peaceful coexistence among our people and the development of our nation difficult. However, while commending President Bola Tinubu, we advise him to shed off his ethnic and group promotion tendencies. This will enable him to build a strong consensus needed for a genuine nation building among the people. He should be just and fair to ensure inclusiveness of all the people of Nigeria in the affairs of the government. It is not in doubt that he is a Yoruba man, but he must resist the temptation to be a Yoruba president. This will enable him to gain the needed trust and confidence of all Nigerians. This caution to Mr. President is timely and has become very necessary because every beginning has an end. And what goes around comes around. Yesterday, it was the South-South and the South-West. Today, it is the South-West. Who knows? It could be the turn of North Central tomorrow. Mr. President must shy away from ethnic politics because inequalities based on ethnic background are the fault lines on which national crises are incubated. The panacea is that there must be equal access to opportunities for all the people. In this regard, only a neutral democratic leadership, which we had envisioned in voting for President Bola Tinubu through a strong morally sensitive National Assembly and judiciary, can ensure a just, and accountable political leadership or government that is capable to diffuse tensions of real or even perceived injustice and promote the much needed stability of our country. We do not want policy that will divide the country into the haves and have-not, because it can breed negative narratives that are profoundly associated with fatal consequences of social tension and security challenges. The development have enhanced a microscopic view to personalize the wealth of the country and all the associated opportunities. In other words, a committee of self-imposed elite have taken over our country and doing what they like. The remedy is the building and repositioning of our institutions to make them more inclusive and productive for the well-being and comfort, to position the people for a genuine peace building process needed for our development. This, however, will be impossible if the prevalent individual and public corruption that has made good governance and effective service delivery to the people difficult, if not combated. Nigerians must wake up and show enough focused anger against our leaders and representatives that have continued to compromise the people's mandate and trust. We must collectively enforce responsibility on our leaders to make them accountable in line with the democratic principles and ethos. We have said it before and wish to reiterate here with a more vociferous voice that corruption is a social danger that does not only stop growth of a nation but also pushes the citizens to resort to self-help. Self-help for survival, that's nurturing a fertile ground for criminality or even security challenges like prevalent in Nigeria today. Boko Haram, kidnapping, and the associated fatalities are product of sustainable public corruption in Nigeria. They have turned the diversion of the local government physical allocations and manipulations of the electoral process to serve personal and group political interests. The unfortunate development has reduced local governments to mere phalanges of the state government. The State House of Assembly must wake up from their prolonged slumber to make laws that will ensure the effective and the efficient functioning of the local government and constitutionally enshrined in our status book. The National Assembly, on its part, should facilitate the granting of the autonomy to the local government to nip the confusion and contradiction confronting the administration in the board, because they are the closest to the people. Mr. President should know he's not only the father of the nation, but probably our last hope of a long-awaited working and productive democratic government that is capable of producing a glorious, peaceful, stable, and great Nigerian nation. In this regard, if he fails, that will be too tragic for Nigeria and Nigerians, God forbid. We pray God to guide Mr. President and other leaders towards peace, stability of the nation. I thank you very well for your time and effort. Thank you.
We are actually dumbfounded, flabbergasted, smitten, surprised that things are happening like this. All we need to tell our people, we will still call on them to be patient with the government. How much is a bag of rice today? I went for election in Kaduna, the by-election. You can see it on the faces of the people. They are our people, but they are not happy. We hope with the breaking of shops now, which has started from Kano, it will go around the country. I'm happy my governor here, the former governor, has already said no more moving of rice from Niger State to other states until when things are done correctly. We are calling on Mr. President to please, we've been saying it during Buhari, we brought President Muhammadu Buhari for good 16 years. Buhari has no money. Who were the people doling out the money, campaign for him? No state will not travel Buhari. But it's unfortunate that some few people caged him. Nothing happened. That has been transmitted to this government. Do you know that unless we come together as one entity, the country may break? So the inflation that is going up now because of subsidy removal and the deterioration, the free fall of Naira, is affecting the masses. It's a dangerous time bomb for this country. Mr. Obi has about $1 trillion in his bank, Fidelity Bank, $1 trillion. And is busy abusing the government, castigating the government. If we inject that money into our economy, 50% of our problem might have been solved. He has no single industry, only spare parts shops scattered everywhere. And you are abusing the government. I'm also calling on ATIKU Abubakar. He's our brother. We didn't vote for him. We voted for a Yoruba man. Because it's not in our constitution that we should rotate. But gentlemen agreement by PDP, that's why we shifted this leadership to the southwest or the south. We are calling on Mr. President and ATIKU Abubakar, they should come together as is done in developed climes. After elections, they will come together, the leaders, and fashion a way out for the people, for progress and prosperity. Lastly, we are calling on our president to look back. All the support groups are waiting for them to key into this government. We don't know how to steal. Let him try us and see we are professionals, we are technocrats, seasoned administrators. Thank you very much, members of the press. Thank you.